is someone who I have not seen in at least a couple of years, but he is a pretty remarkable young man doing a pretty remarkable thing in a absolutely picturesque part of our island. And Will, welcome to the show. Hafaday, first of all. Good to see you again, my friend. Oops. Unmute, unmute. There we go.
Good morning. How's it going?
There you go. We got you now. Yeah. Yeah, man, it has been too long, and we're bringing you in, of course, because what should be the 5th annual Malesso Pier Project, but it's now the 4th because 2020 was 2020. But you have long been a major part of this initiative and everything. So for people that may have heard about the Malesso Pier Project, give us some context and everything, and let people know about what's going on and how they can contribute.
Absolutely. So the Malesso Pier Project takes place, at Malesso Pier, and it's been happening since 2017. It's just this little project that me and my girlfriend have put together to kind of get scuba divers, free divers, and snorkelers to clean up the coral reef around the pier. In like a 180-degree radius, there is fishing land across all the coral, and all that fishing land collects sediment and eventually blocks out the sun, thus killing the coral at some point. There's also a whole bunch of tires down there that were at one point used for fenders for the pier, and now those are actually at the bottom, and we've been doing our best to remove those marine debris. So far, actually our 2019 project alone removed 756 pounds of trash, and that's around 112 mesh bags. We also recovered about 30 tires in that day.
And the thing that's so remarkable about, because there's island village cleanups like all the time, year round, when things are normal and everything. The one thing that is so distinct about the Malesso Pier Project is you guys are actually doing work above and below the waves, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we try. It's a whole different story just because not many people are able to see under the surface. And I feel like it's a great opportunity to kind of bring the trash to the surface and show that, hey, just because it enters the water, it doesn't disappear and it will stay down there for a very long time.
Yeah, and I don't want to editorialize or anything like that, but the fact that, that the Malesso Pier, like I said, one of the most signature places on Guam. You can be a complete newbie when it comes to like taking pictures. You go there and everybody's going to think like you're an amazing photographer because, it's such an amazing place to go see the sunrise, see the sunset, the colors and everything like that. The fact that it actually needs to be cleaned up is an absolute travesty. But, God bless you guys for taking the reins on this one.
Thank you. I remember before COVID hit, we had lines of people getting out of buses to take pictures with Cocos Island in the background down there, and they don't know what's underneath the pier. So, yeah. So thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem. Yeah. So I like the on the poster here. Your tagline is literally "Grab your gear and head to the pier" and everything. So for people that want to get involved with this, obviously it's people who are environmentalists, people who are concerned, probably a significant number of people from the South who want to take care of what is essentially theirs, and also just outdoorsmen, sporting people that love the ocean and everything. So what kind of gear specifically should they bring with them?
So if you're a scuba diver, we got this cool thing going on where if you want to head over to the project, you can stop by one of MDA, grab a free tank, and you can actually show up to the project with a free scuba tank if you're able to attend. Also, if you're a free diver, we just recommend you bring your free diving gear, your mask, your fins. And if you just want to kind of like snorkel around in the shallows and pick up trash in 2 or 3 feet of water, bring your gear for that too. We'll provide the mesh bags and the gloves, and we'll provide the sorters, and we'll dispose of the trash afterwards. So yeah, pretty much bring your gear that can get you operational in the water.
Yeah, Mother Nature provides, the warm water. All you guys got to do is tell them to just get in it and help clean up our island.
Yeah.
So what is it when, because you've been doing this so long, what have you seen as far as the reactions from volunteers and from participants when they gear up and then they actually head down? And I'm sure, they've got this amazing look even through their scuba mask and everything. And they're like, dude, I did not know the Malesso Pier was, this much in need underneath the waves.
Yeah, it's so crazy because, my first time experiencing that, I grew up at the pier. My dad would leave me there, and me and my sister could just grow up down there while he was up at work or something. And I remember my first time going under there free diving and just seeing the amount of trash, but also the unique infrastructure for the coral reef down there. It's the way it's set up. That channel is the closest thing that we have to some of the islands in Palau and stuff. So to see that much trash just abandoned kind of shows that we don't realize, the island hasn't actually realized the potential for that channel alone. It's a great scuba diving spot. I have divers coming up saying, "Oh my God, next time I want to come and bring my underwater camera because I saw so many nudibranchs and stonefish, lionfish, all these cool marine organisms." That's kind of their first introduction to Malesso's jewel,
Mm-hmm. Okay, and this is next Saturday. It's pretty much an all-day event because it starts at 9 in the morning and goes until 4. But of course, we want to do all we can to help get the word out. But speaking of underwater cameras and documenting the whole experience, do you guys have any social media handles that people can follow? If they'd like to interact with you guys, they might have pictures from past Malesso Pier projects that they want to contribute and tag you guys in.
Absolutely. So the Malesso Pier Project 2021 event page is on Facebook. If you want, you can also just reach out to me on Instagram, Will Naden, and I can hook you up with the event page or add you to the WhatsApp group.
All right, so he's on Instagram, everybody. WILLNADEN, Will Naden. Man, you guys are doing fantastic work, and I know you've got obviously a very, very personal connection to that part of the island and specifically to the pier and everything like that. So amazing job by you and everything like that. We're really, really indebted to you.
Thank you. We really hope we can get everybody else to find what matters to them around the island.
And tell you what, so this is next Saturday, right? On the 26th? That's when, next Saturday? Or
next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Okay. And I'll be down there bright and early setting up the camping.
Okay, well, tell you what, let's, if you got any live streams going on of it, before you guys hit the water and anything like that, please just tag us and we'll make sure to share it. And let's get you back on the link after the event's over. And we would like to find out how you guys did.
Yeah, send me some pics, Will, and we'll post them up.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, have a great day, man. Thank you again.
You will.
You too.
There you go. Will Naden, the Malesso Pier Project, 4th annual. That's going down next Saturday, guys.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. So so make sure to get involved in everybody because again, until you actually submerge yourself and see how much work is needed, that's crazy.
And plus, they just did this thing down there. I don't know if that's still ongoing. Do you know offhand, Will, the Guam EPA had they put out a contract to remove that artificial tire relief that was in tire reef that was in the lagoon? Have you seen any of that going on?
Yeah, so I know they put out a kind of advertisement for it. I'm not sure if anybody's actually landed the contract. Yeah. That's a huge project.
Right,
I mean, that's a lot of tire.
Right.
I think you need quite a fleet to actually start removing that stuff.
That's an industrial level, right?
Actually, well, since you're still here, let me get one more question. How do you guys manage, the disposal of everything that's gathered and everything like that? And what do you guys do with it? Where do you guys take it?
So my biggest thing is actually trying to log and try to actually organize and see what's down there and try to keep a paper record as much as possible, just so we can in the future, show that this is what usually accumulates over the years, and eventually that data can be used for maybe some sort of policy shift, or maybe somebody can kind of reference it for trying to keep the pier cleaner. But for the most part, Maya Ernest has been doing a solid job taking care of a lot of that trash for us. A lot of it's already ready to go. Sometimes we hook up, most of the time we actually call up Peggy Dunny and she'll show up at the end and pick up most of the recyclables.
Will, what's the weirdest thing that you guys have pulled out of the water there?
Man, I think it has to be the boats.
Entire boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boats. They're pretty strange, man. And then we get cans from 1960, or sake bottles from World War II. Those are super trippy because those things are. I mean, somebody's been throwing trash there for a couple of decades now.
Wow. At least we can laugh about it. Well, good work, Will. Appreciate it. Keep in touch.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah,
there you go.
You too.
All right, have a good one, man.
Right on. 7:15. We're gonna take a break, and we're coming back with Dave Delgado's Sports Link. We do that every Friday, and it's brought to you by Cure and Marianas Irrigation and Landscape. Coming up on the link. Good morning.
Make it through the week with Monday.
Our World War II survivors have endured more sacrifice, suffering, fear, hope, and perseverance than we can ever imagine. Their stories have been passed down from generation to generation and have become a central part of the legacies and histories of our families. As we commemorate our 77th